going on, chat, man? We are back, and today we are reacting to Mase keeps winning against LeBron's GOAT debate. Chat, y'all was highly anticipated and highly recommended this video, man. So with that being said, let's get straight into the video. And if y'all new to my channel and enjoy this type of content, hit that subscribe button and join the crew. But hey, I ain't gonna lie to you guys, chat, man. With that being said, bro, what do y'all think about this, bro? Mase be bullying LeBron. He be coming at LeBron a lot, bro. I'm gonna be honest. He shows no mercy. I don't understand. But, let's find out. Let's find out. Let's get it.
So, my ankle was the only thing that was kind of bothering me. Well, obviously bothered me in the later stage of the season.
I tore a tendon in my foot. Went to the LeBron James of feet. We was just hit with injuries after injuries after injuries, and it's hard to come back from that.
Even if we would have won game, at 5 at home, I would have probably missed 6 and 7, and even further. But
bro, you cannot miss no damn game 7, bro. Stop, bro. Yo, nah, you cannot miss no damn game 7, bro.
But I don't understand what's going on.
Jordan wouldn't even do that, bro.
On a replay center, to be honest. I think I said it this year or last year, whatever. D-Lo clearly gets hit in the face on a drive. It doesn't make sense to me. It makes no sense to me. It bothers me.
Don't you get tired of this shit?
LeBron said that when they put together the quote-unquote super team, it was a lot tougher on them than you guys are going through. Do you believe that?
What does it matter? We just want a cookie for it? What is it?
Well, it seems like he did.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, chat. If Kobe's saying he wants a cookie, bro, Kobe, I wonder what Kobe genuinely thought about the super teams, bro.
And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
We got a new beat this time. Okay.
Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly fantastic day too. I'm the turnover king. 5,000. I like to form super teams.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. He's about to bully us. Why am I getting so hyped? Why am I getting so hyped, bro?
Mickey Mouse don't I'm the turnover king. Welcome back, my people. Welcome back. So I was scrolling through my news feed last night and came across a clip. Shout out to Mase, because Mase has been given some very excellent points in this false GOAT debate between LeBron and whoever else they want to try to compare him to. And so they had a guy on who apparently grew up with the Duck. And this guy asked a couple of very good questions. One of the questions was this.
I had a question, and just hearing him talk made me think of a couple of things, right? As Mase was talking, I thought about how as generations pass and people pass, whatever the mentality of the moment is and whoever defines greatness, it feels like as times went on and LeBron has stuck around, the conversation for what's popular or what is the GOAT has changed, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm saying that kind of clear enough.
And it seems like he was basically saying that as time goes on, whatever is relevant in society at the time, whatever's going on with who the current popular player is, kind of has evolved the GOAT debate. And as LeBron James has stayed in the league, it seems like that conversation has changed. And I thought that was a very good question, actually. So let me give my...
So the GOAT debate changed. Okay, chat. One question I do have for you guys. Who was in the GOAT debate conversation before LeBron was even in the NBA? I know it was Jordan, but who was compared to Jordan?
Thoughts on that first question before we get into the heart of the video, which is Mase making another good point about the Duck. So he said this basically that the GOAT conversation has evolved over the years, again, depending on what is happening in the game and society at the time. At least that's what
should have to push you to play defense, though. And it's Kyle Kuzma's sorry ass.
I took from it. I believe the GOAT debate has always been about one thing, and that is who is the best player. Who is the best player that can lead a team to victory? Now, what I believe changes is how that is displayed or how that is proven. So, for instance, you take in the Bill Russell days. Bill Russell won 11 championships. It is very hard to make an argument against that. But I kind of doubt anyone who was just going to if you went to one game and you watched Bill Russell play, and you went to one game and you watched Wilt Chamberlain play, you would probably say, I would say undoubtedly say that, hey, Wilt Chamberlain is clearly the superior player. But Bill Russell, through his leadership and his
Wilt Chamberlain can't win though.
Defense and the way he approached the game was able, and obviously he had several Hall of Famers on the Celtics, but it still takes a certain mental focus to maintain that year after year after year. And so through Bill Russell's dominance, he made his case for being the greatest player. Now, in the case of Michael Jordan was someone who was just so clearly ahead of the pack on first sight from the eye test that people knew he was the best before he ever won a championship. Players,
bro, that's kind of crazy. People knew you was the best before you won.
In the league, like Magic and Bird, including Isaiah Thomas, if you can believe it. We all know that Isaiah Thomas is bitter now and would never say such a thing. But even including Isaiah Thomas, we're all saying he's the best player in the league. So a championship for Michael Jordan was just more of a confirmation at that point, because everybody could see that this guy was the best player. And so I think it always has been about who is the best player. What has evolved is the way that the player proves how they are the best player. Now, in terms of the duck, the deer, the leader of the 4 and 6 kingdom, what has changed is that LeBron James era, the LeBron James legacy, is not predicated on actually being the best player. LeBron James has tried to change the narrative on a player who can play in the league the longest, on a player who could accumulate the most stats, and that is never what sports has been about. LeBron James,
it's not really a stat sport. It's more of like a team basketball sport. You come together to win games.
Fanboys, that is never what sports has been about. Sports has always been about who is the best. Sports is about, if you get all the greatest in the same room, who stands out, and that's what it's about. So, but LeBron James has come along, and because he couldn't measure up, he has tried to change what previous standards were into who can accumulate the most stats, which if you're well, number one, you got to take into consideration he's playing in the easiest era to score. He's playing in an era.
Ooh, easiest era to score. Chat, is this the easiest era to score? Let me know.
Where the rules have been changed for every stat that you can imagine. The rules have been changed for traveling, or maybe they haven't been changed, but they're just not enforced. The rules are changed for what counts as an assist. LeBron James gets some of the easiest rebounds that you will ever see just due to the way that the game is played and due to the fact that his teammates defer to him so that he can get his stats. And of course, this goes without saying, LeBron James plays in the easiest era to score. So couple that with the juice in his ongoing career, yes, you're going to rack up stats. But if we put you in a room on a team where you had to lead a team against Larry Bird, or you had to lead a team against Magic Johnson, or Kobe Bryant, or Michael Jordan.
Yeah, do you guys think he'd lose to any of those guys, bro, in a playoff series? What y'all? I feel like he can beat Larry Bird once. I don't know. I feel like he can beat Kobe. I don't know.
And all teams were equal. And the only difference was the star player. Would you stand out? And I think we all know easily the answer to that for the Duck is no. LeBron James couldn't compete with any of those guys.
Damn.
So yeah, I do believe, like I said, I believe greatness has always been determined by the best. What has changed is the way that a player is able to demonstrate that. But again, for LeBron James, he has tried to change that narrative from actually.
You know what's crazy? Mase hasn't even came in and bullied us yet, bro. Like bro. Uncommon Sense is just bullying us right now. He's hitting us with jabs, uppercuts, you feel me? With a little like, I'm telling you, bro, it's bad right now.
Being the best.
It's bad.
To accumulate in stats, and that is just not going to cut it. LeBron James fanboys, that is not competition. That is not what competition is about. Competition is about winning. It is not about anything else other than winning. When you are getting paid millions of dollars, it is about winning. It's about winning for yourself. It's about winning for the franchise, and it's about winning for the fans that support you, not making excuses. So now let's move to question number 2. Question number 2 posed by the guy. He basically said this.
When I think about LeBron and what people talk about the GOAT debate, this has always been a question of mine, right? Or I just thought about it now. You'll have the conversation about championships. You'll have the conversations about playing and all the phenomenal stuff he's done. But from two people who are popular, you know, when you're an artist, people are charismatic and people want to be like you, emulate themselves like you, dress like you, style like you, whatever. What is it about LeBron, or what doesn't he have that doesn't make people want to be like him in comparison to somebody like...
I think it's dunking. I think it's dunking at most, chat. Let me know.
Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson, somebody who's impacted Black culture in particular. Because I think oftentimes when people talk about LeBron, and I'm from Ohio, you know, we 30 minutes away from each other, they don't talk about him where they want to be like him. They'll say, I respect what he's done, right?
He basically said, why is it that no one wants to be like LeBron James? He said, you got people that want to be like Michael Jordan. You got people that want to be like Allen Iverson. And this is 100% true. Nobody wants to be like LeBron James. Hell, even LeBron James, Unclutched Sports member Kendrick Perkins even said so himself.
A lot of these guys, these young stars and rising superstars, they don't look up to LeBron anyway, right? So they're not following his footsteps.
Kevin Perkins is a guy that glazes LeBron too, and he's saying that, bro.
These guys looked up to Kobe. A lot of these guys come on record and talk about how they look up to Kevin Durant more so than they look up to LeBron James.
Kendrick Perkins said nobody wants to be like LeBron. They want to be like Kobe. So this is something that even people close to LeBron James notices, that people don't want to be like LeBron James. And again, I'm pretty sure at some point during the show, they said that this guy grew up with LeBron or around LeBron James. So these are people close to LeBron that notices that nobody wants to be like the Duck. So now let's listen to Mase's response to this question, and we will be right back.
I think those guys just connect because they were honest. Like everybody he mentioned has an honesty to them, whether it's good or bad. Like he said, it doesn't have to be positive, but it was honest. I think that's why most people connect when you think about people in general, whether it's Cam, whether it's me. When you're being honest to who you are, it's gonna connect. Nobody has to agree with it, but when it's an honesty there, people will be like, I like this. It's something there that gravitates you to that honesty, and you don't have to know the truth, but you can sense the truth. That's just like any person listening to anybody.
I'm shocked. He's not really going as crazy as he usually does, chat.
Not honest, Mase. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
No, I was just saying, like Ja Morant. When you speak about Ja Morant, whether he's doing the gun or whether he's doing the grenade, that's honest to who he is.
But most question is about LeBron James. And everybody.
That's my opinion that he doesn't come across honest.
Okay. That's what I'm boiling it down to.
But I'm making sure I give the whole layout of it, so it's not like I'm just throwing out a random statement.
But the way you explain it, and I'm not saying you explain right, you just never said it till just now. So that's why I keep asking, like, so LeBron just doesn't come off honest.
Yeah, but I didn't want to just say he doesn't come across honest without giving you all of the layers of different people that you named that come across honest.
Round of applause for Mase, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for Mase. LeBron James fanboys, I am certain that this has to hurt. I'm certain that this truth...
Trust me, it does, bro. It does. But the fact that, you know what I'm saying, it's different, though, because during this season, I was more of like, yeah, bro, LeBron's doing this, oh, hell no. But it's the off season, bro. They're talking about his whole entire career, bro. I grew up watching it, so it's insane, chat.
Has to hurt your feelings.
You look depressed. You depressed?
But Mase is 100% right. He said that the reason people gravitate towards people like MJ, Allen Iverson, I throw Kobe and a plethora of other players in there, is because there's an honesty to them. There's a genuineness to them. And he said LeBron doesn't come across as honest and genuine to me. And this is absolutely correct. This is something that we've talked about on this channel many, many times. And so let me say this. Any superstar who has endorsement deals, TV commercials and whatnot are going to have to maintain a certain image. There's no getting around that. So if that's the case, how do you tell who is genuine or not? LeBron James fanboys.
You gotta just see their on-court performance at that point, bro. Like, it gets to that point.
How can we look at your king and tell he is not genuine versus a Michael Jordan? Again, during Michael Jordan's playing days, he had to maintain a certain image to keep up with all those endorsements. Now, there did come the time where the gambling scandal happened, and the thing when his father was murdered, it was all sorts of scandal around that. With Kobe Bryant, there was the R case that happened, and the scandal around that. With Allen Iverson, there was the practice rant and different controversies around Allen Iverson that they had to address. Now, funny enough, LeBron James hasn't addressed any scandal.
I feel like LeBron is good where he's doing, though. He's not speaking on anything. He just keeps it pushing. You know what I'm saying?
That has went on with him. No Diddy allegations, no PED allegations. LeBron James has said absolutely nothing. But so let's talk about Michael Jordan. This is how first of all, Jerry West, a legend in the game, the logo, Jerry West, who had a relationship with Michael Jordan, he went on a podcast with Terrell Owens, and Jerry West said that Michael Jordan is always the same person. He said he never changes.
I really like Michael Jordan, and he and I are friendly. And he never changes. He just doesn't change. He's the same guy all the time.
So that is coming from someone who actually knows Michael Jordan. But outside of that, here's how you can see the genuine of Michael Jordan. You can see it with the way he plays on the court and with the things that he says when he's not off on the court. They line up. When Michael Jordan is talking about the game like a competitor, when he's on the court, you can see that he's the ultimate competitor. So it doesn't take a whole lot of figuring out to see that Michael Jordan is who he says he is. It doesn't take a whole lot of figuring out to see that Michael Jordan talks like a competitor and he plays like...
It's like he's locked in at all times, bro. I've never seen a guy always locked in, bro. That's why he's a GOAT, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, aside from his basketball, bro, his work ethic was insane.
When he's on the court, there's no discrepancy. No one can debate that. And this is the same with Kobe Bryant or Allen Iverson or anybody else, regardless of what you think about Allen Iverson in practice. And here's the thing that I respect about Allen Iverson is years later, even Allen Iverson, one of his regrets is he said, hey, I wish I had been more coachable. I wish I listened to Larry Brown more. You know, I wish I took practice more serious in these things. So I really have a lot of respect for someone like Allen Iverson to come back and admit that versus someone like Tracy McGrady who wants to say, oh, you mean to tell me if I'm not playing with Shaq, I don't get those championships? So... but even like I said, even with Allen Iverson, regardless of the practice thing, is he talks like a competitor, and when he's on the court, there's no denying it. Same with Kobe Bryant, same with Larry Bird, same with the greats of the game. Here's how LeBron James differs. Is LeBron James tells you one thing in front of a microphone, but then when you watch him on the court, it's a completely different story. This is where the dishonesty of
I don't know why that's the case, too. It be happening, too, bro.
LeBron James comes in. I think this is where Mase could have elaborated further. This is where the disconnect comes in, is when LeBron James is in front of a microphone saying, you have to cut my head off.
Until you stump me out, cut my head off, bury me 12 feet under, then I got a chance. So that's my confidence.
Bury me 6 feet, bury me 12 feet deep, because that's just my confidence. I'll never give up. And then 2018 happens, and LeBron James is sitting on the bench pouting because J.R. Smith made a mistake instead of corralling the troops. This is the difference of LeBron James, is him constantly trying to sell himself as a competitor, yet 2011 happened, yet 2014 happened, where they got beat by the largest margin, well, I believe in NBA history, if I'm not mistaken, right? And so, when LeBron James says, ring culture is weird, when he spent his whole career chasing rings, when LeBron James comes and says, I think the GOAT debate is toxic, or the GOAT debate is tiring. It's like, LeBron James, you declared yourself the GOAT after 2016. You have a whole media company, Unclutched Sports, that spend their days and night trying to promote you as a GOAT. So LeBron James does things that visibly contradicts himself all the time. So Mase was 100% on the money, and that is LeBron James doesn't come off as honest. He doesn't come off as genuine because he's not. LeBron James fanboys, take this L. Take another L for your king. Anyway, we gon'
Let me take a straight L, bro.
hold up here, my people.
Chat, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This had me speechless, bro. Like, I don't know what it is, bro, but uncommon sense, bro. He does not, bro. I feel like he's just as bad as angry old hoop fans. They show no mercy at all, chat. At all, bro. But, chat, you know, this is the end of the video, man. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all next time, man. Yes, sir.